You need to be reliable, dependable, and loyal, and never stab anybody in the back, because no matter how smart you do it, no matter how much money you make for doing it, no matter how smart you are thinking you never get caught, it's like a stench that will follow you. And I guarantee if any of you come up to me on the street, you see me on the street and say, hey, Top G, can I get a picture, etc. If you've ever sold your soul or betrayed your brother or betrayed a man you knew for some pussy or talked to your friend, your best friend's girl, or tried to fuck your friend's ex or any of this dumb shit, I will smell it on you. I will instantly be able to tell you are a worm, because I have those levels of detection, and so do most humans. Do not betray people. It is never worth it in the end. Another way.
Well, treachery carried the most harsh sentences in every single culture all around the world.
Let's talk about that.
And no, because like you said, you said this about male leadership. These cultures, the Ming Dynasty and the Aztecs, didn't meet each other. The Greeks, the Persians, the Samoans, the headhunters of Papua New Guinea. You could not be a traitor in any society ever without death. You have to kill the traitors. You must get rid of them. You must expel them completely from the world. But yeah, the sentence for treachery was death. Always. In almost every single society. There's no way you could open the gates to the enemy. You could send messages to the enemy. You could give away your position as a military man.
If you're a traitor, look at the movie 300. Why do they lose? That traitor. No one respects traitors. And like you said, you made a fantastic point. In every single civilization since the dawn of time, the most heinous and disgusting torture methods and punishments were always for traitors.
Yeah, so all you could do,
high treason.
All you can do today is to expel them absolutely and utterly from your life. You cannot expel them from the world anymore because we live in a civilized society, but you need to have absolutely zero interaction with anyone who's ever betrayed you, even for a little bit. If someone steals $100 from you once, it doesn't matter.
The least attractive female to me on the planet is the ex of my friend. I don't care how gorgeous she was.
And my friends have gorgeous girlfriends.
And I don't care how beautiful she is. And I don't care how nice she is. And I don't care how badly she wants me. You've been with one of my friends or somebody I know. I can't explain how unattractive you are to me, because my soul...
You're dead to me.
You're dead to me. My soul is not worth selling for some sex. I refuse to do. I will not be a coward or a traitor just to get my... That's not who I am. And the fact that so many out here even contemplate that is disgusting. And also another thing that's very important. If you're hanging around with snakes, you're probably a snake yourself. Yeah. Because if you weren't a snake yourself, you'd have high value friends. And the reason you can't have high value friends is because they can smell you're a snake. So you end up having to hang around with snakes. If you become a better man and you stop putting anything above your honor, above your creed, above your respect to your ancestors and to your last name, you're going to have friends that do the exact same thing. I'll tell you something now. Me and my boys, the war room, Tristan, my friends, I could leave my girlfriend in a prison cell with them for 20 years. Nothing will happen. I would bet my life on it. Because I bet my life on it. Because that's how we operate. We operate honor first. And most of you men don't have that out there. And then you wonder why women look at you and think you're a little bitch. And then you sit there and complain about women as a whole and say women are disrespectful. Well, I'll be honest with you. Most of you deserve absolute disrespect. If you were a better man, if you're the man you were supposed to be, they wouldn't be disrespecting you. You built yourself into a fucking coward. You're hanging around with a bunch of snakes. You are a snake. And you wonder why women don't have anything to do with you. You deserve it.
Let me give you a hypothetical situation.
Absolutely, it's life or death, and you need certainty, and a lot of certainty comes from, one, testing your circle, and God will give you those chances to test your circle, but also being certain within yourself, because if you're truly certain within yourself, you don't have the ability to detect whether other people are certainly about it unless you are certainly about it. Takes one to know one. Real recognizes real. When you're truly a G, you can spot if somebody is truly a G. If you're faking it, you're going to fall for people who fake it, and that's why it's so important. Another thing I want to say is that real men are not brutes. We are not cavemen. This idea, I see a lot of people online talking like cavemen, talking like brutes, and what they're trying to do is they're masking any kindness they have, and they're afraid to be soft. They think they have to talk like a rude caveman to people because they don't have any genuine bravery, and what they're trying to do is make up for bravery. If you are a brave man, and men know you are brave, and you've done brave things, and women know you are brave, and they know that if you're afraid, you will act anyway and do the right thing you're supposed to do to honor your ancestors and honor your bloodline. If they know that even if you are afraid, you will still make the brave choice and live with honor, then you don't have to be a caveman to women. You can be the nicest man on earth. You and I are extremely polite, extremely kind, and nobody thinks we're to everybody, especially to females. We're extremely nice and extremely kind, and nobody thinks we're punks, and nobody thinks we're, because they know that we are brave. If you've done genuinely brave things, you then get to go through the world and be an extremely nice person, and nobody will take you for granted. You're sitting at home saying nice guy finishes last. If you're nice to people, they take you for granted because you've never done anything brave.
Yeah.
If you act
You have to earn
bravely,
the position to be nice without being disrespected.
absolutely.
If all you have is being nice, if all you have is sucking up, then yes, you absolutely look like it. But when people know that you are capable of much greater things than just being nice, when people know you are capable of being cruel and capricious and mean and violent, and then you're nice to everybody, that's a whole different thing.
Absolutely. And then your niceness is respected, because if you're nice because you have no choice but to be nice, then it's not a choice. That's your default mode because you have no other capabilities. If you do genuinely brave things and you live a genuinely honorable, brave life, you get to be nice to everybody and they are nice to you back. And all of a sudden you seem to have very nice relationships and a very nice reality. We are very nice to every female we ever speak to, and they are all nice to us. Yeah. I thought women were broken. If I meet a woman in Miami, I meet a woman in Mauritius, I meet a woman anywhere on the planet, you can name it. Doesn't matter. They're all nice to me and I am nice to them. If women are so broken, how come every female I ever interact with is exceptionally nice?
You are broken.
You are broken as men. Women are not broken. You are broken. And women are waking up looking around at the men around them saying, why should I treat any of these men with respect? They're all cowards. They're all liars. The ones who want to come across as high value are nothing more than big mouths. They're sitting there running their mouth with no genuine capability, insulting people, belittling people, being rude, and they think that makes them high value. What have they done that genuinely makes them brave? What honor do they display? How do they make their ancestors proud of them? How do they show God they are the best possible versions of themselves? They don't do any of those things, and they're sitting here telling me that women are broken and I should be submissive to him. Why would I be submissive to an idiot like that? It's not women. It's completely and utterly your fault. Lots of men think they need to belittle women to assert their manhood, and that's not the truth. You never need to belittle a woman to assert your manhood. If I meet a woman, a brand new woman, and I end up in love with her, she's going to get flowers. She's going to fly on private jets. She's going to be in 5-star hotels. She's going to be driving around in a Bugatti. She's going to be living the best possible life. I'm not going to belittle her. I'm not going to insult her. I'm not going to call her names. I'm not going to try to make her feel bad about herself.
But you know who will? People on the internet.
People on the internet, because they know deep down they're insecure and they have no real world achievements. I don't have to do those things. I can be the nicest man in the world. And if she doesn't treat me with the respect I deserve, then of course, all of those things will end. But she will be naturally inclined to treat me with the respect I deserve because she knows that I am nice by choice, that I'm an extremely brave and capable man, and she feels genuine respect for me in her heart. And it's that genuine feeling which can't be replicated.
You can hold your opinions on people as much as you like. I'm not going to tell you what opinion to have, but what I am going to tell you is that if you are a fan of mine and you find yourself attacking people you don't know on the internet, then don't even follow me, because you're not a fan of mine. Be polite to everybody and don't judge people, especially people you don't know.
A lot of people I see are also talking like women are the enemy. Women are not your enemy.
They're the best thing about life.
They're the best thing about life.
They can give you children.
There's nothing better than having a woman who is truly in love with you, who truly cares about you. When you're sick, you don't want your boys, you want a woman.
Yes.
There's nothing better than waking up with a woman who would do anything for you. There's nothing better than walking around the house and catching a woman just staring at you just because you're built like in Hercules. Trust me, I'll tell you. There's nothing better about it. Women are not your enemy. The idea of never having a woman who adores you and never having children raised in a household with a woman who is feminine and a man who is masculine is your enemy.
Yeah.
You should be afraid of never having a future, of a wife who truly loves you, and never having children who truly respect you, and never being capable enough to know that you have security within your relationship. And that is your enemy,
and that's
not
terrifying.
women.
Money isn't enough. Strength and fitness isn't enough. Intelligence isn't enough. Wit, charm isn't enough. You need to at least be trying in every sphere to better yourself in every way. You can't just lean on one pillar. That's not going to hold a roof up.
Completely. We talk about the fact that 60% of men are sexless incels. And people go, oh, it's so hard for men today. And I agree it's hard. And my answer has always been, you need to become a top tier male, because if you're not a top tier male, you can no longer compete in the hyper competitive world.
Why should they want you?
Why should they want you? The reason you're a sexless incel is because you're not a nice person. You're rude, you're abrasive, you have no real world skills, and you feel inferior, so you try and project that onto women, and you know that a woman wants a man she sees as above her, but you don't have anything that makes you above her, so the only way you can feel better about yourself is to belittle her, to lower her status, so that you can feel above her, and that will work temporarily, but it will never work on a long enough time frame.